This is Cosmic Kitsuname, and today I'm with my brother Craig over here, and we're gonna
Good
be
to be
talking.
here.
Oh, welcome. And yeah, we're gonna be talking about this whole dispatch thing. I'm happy the mics are working. That's worried about that earlier, getting that sound quality down. But yeah, so
Well,
yeah, how you feel, man?
I feel great. I mean, the characters are surprisingly well written, though I do have a few questions here and there. But it goes without saying. Obviously, there's room for expansion in other comics and backgrounds and whatnot. But for what they've gotten so far, it's been interesting.
I really like it because
Um,
if you buy the deluxe edition, it comes with the comics. If I didn't get that, I wouldn't not have had extra context of what was going on with the character. So that was a nice touch. I just hate that I had to, buy that version.
so one wonders. Are they going to continue with after the game? Are they going to continue with Dispatch Comics? Or is this going to be just, an additive to the game? I'm just kind of curious.
Well, I don't know, but I hope so. Because if there was a physical copy, I'd buy it. It's that good. I like how
Yeah,
it was written in almost a very realistic way. I mean, there's things about it. I mean, I could definitely see this being, like a movie or something. It was really good. I think they really outdid themselves, and I hope they make a physical version of it. The digital is nice, but I would love to have a physical version of that.
hmm
And the characters were very interesting. When you showed me that, because folks, I didn't even know about this game's existence until Craig told me. And I played the demo and it was pretty good. And then when I played the actual game, I was like, oh wow, that's pretty pretty good improvement. I just thought it was just gonna be a one-off thing, and I see the possibility of a season two. Kind of like it gave me Wolf Among Us vibes. I'm not gonna lie, it gave me the same feeling I had almost when I played Wolf Among Us. The only downside being it would have been nice to move the character around a little bit.
Yeah, you're basically helpless and static behind the desk, and you're sending people out that you hope are able to do the job. And the only time you can interact with anything is your off time, which really, is more story rather than actual, say, on a campaign level of things.
It's definitely an interesting approach because I imagine, animation wise, it saves some time without having to factor that in. Because I know Wolf Among Us I think that took years to make. I mean, well, this took years to make as well. So I guess that did save some time having that as a feature.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so
Oh,
far
yeah.
I like the character. I mean, Robert definitely is a character or a type of character I haven't seen in a very long time. I mean, the fact that they brought,
Stoic.
yeah,
I like
stoic.
it. It's stoicism. We're like, yeah, life is shit, but we still got a job to do. And if happiness comes, you accept it's like this too shall pass. Good times, bad times, you touch the ring and say the words, this too shall pass. You enjoy it while it's there.
Through that, and I definitely like his like relationship with Chase and everything, and that like having that whole bond right there felt so realistic. But that's because that's like the same bond that I have like with my friends and you and the people close to me. We're able to joke around like that. It's rare that I meet anyone that doesn't lose their crap over the jokes they were making because they understand like we were joking about it, his dead father and everything. I mean, Robert knows he doesn't mean that as a personal diss. It's just more along lines, and plus he could say that because he knew when he was a kid, and he also knew his dad as well, so he's allowed to say that.
Holy shit, who's this freckle-faced fuck? How are you?
That's an aggressive way to greet someone.
Look at this skinny latte prick. Your bones, kid. You here to whip these assholes into shape or what?
That's the idea.
Oh, admittedly, I haven't had a hug in a while, but could you maybe not?
What? It's a hug, not a hand job. Lighten up.
Be that as it may, I'm still confused.
Oh, right. Because I'm old as shit. How about this? This jog your memory?
Trackstar? Holy shit!
Yeah, you fucker. Why are you accepting hugs from old men you don't know? Oh, and hey, they call me Chase around here, so keep it, you know.
Sure, right. Yeah, Chase.
It's been what, 10, 15 years?
Has it really been that long?
Yeah, I reached out to this little pissant when his dad passed. Then he got to ducking me like he owed me money.
I was in a weird place.
I understand, kid. It was tough on all of us, so I can't imagine what you went through.
Yeah, so what's up? You gonna tell me why you look like Black Einstein?
Sorry. I never noticed.
Fucker. It's the powers. I can move 50 times faster than the average person, but I didn't realize until it was too late. And I was aging 50 times faster when I used my powers. Nowadays, I'm moving slower than frozen piss to keep the old ticker from popping on me.
Then how old are you really?
I turned 39 a few months ago, but when the Dave and Buster shit was lit.
So I guess this means you're the one person I can't complain to about losing my suit.
You better not. I would resurrect and re-kill your fucking father in front of you if it meant being able to use my powers again.
Jesus, Chase.
Wow.
What? Obviously, I'd let Robert have one last I love you before I extinguished the light from his eyes.
Was he always like this?
Yes, actually.
We joke, we laugh, we suppress our trauma. All right, enough of this feeling shit. Let's introduce you to your team of losers. Now, if I'm being honest, I thought and still think we should have canned these tunas months ago.
And you might get your wish. Because if we don't see improvement soon, the whole program will be scrapped.
Cool. No pressure. Wait, so, the Z team, my team, their Phoenix program?
That is correct.
Your own motley crew of dangerous fuck-ups.
We're not looking for miracles, but we'd love one if we could get it. Can you show him his desk?
Sure. What's that arm squeeze about?
You want one? Here.
Fuck off.
So it's
Yeah, the dude was just about family. If the only ones who can diss family are family, well, guess what? The guy is family, dude.
yeah, I mean, and oftentimes people don't really get that, and I laugh because usually it's at least when I was growing up, and maybe it's still like this in some places. Usually the guys, man, I could like walk in and say hey, and all you ever do is say hey, and the next thing you know, you end up like going bowling and everything and meeting the family. How'd you two become friends? I don't know. I said hey, what's up one day, and now we're bowling. It's just like real quick,
Yeah.
just
Or
easy.
like dudes at a barbecue, they'll laugh, joke with each other, whatnot, and not even bother to learn each other's last names.
Are you our ally? I'm not. Huh? I am your older brother. Could you please take this seriously? Call me brother.
Yeah, that trope is real.
Yeah, it is. Becoming friends quickly, especially like more
But
laid
yeah,
back you are.
but yeah, the characters, yeah, they have their own vibe here and there, definitely, and a few of them need to be slapped around, but that's okay. I mean, that's a given. Just like reality, we all know people who need just a little bit of a slapping around to get them to wake up a little bit. You know, we got a job here. We got yeah, but character wise, now. I mean, everyone. I wish there were more romance options, truth be told, rather than just the two there. I mean, though in the comic, obviously, Coop and Punch Up, they were a thing.
Dude, they were getting it on
I
when I
mean,
saw the comic. That whole, I was like, wow, they were just kind. They already had like
yeah,
a
and
previous
then,
thing.
right. We
That's
now know what she likes.
like, if I didn't have that context from the comic and I was just playing the story mode, I wouldn't have known why he was giving me that death glare or why Punch Up was pissed off at me. I wouldn't have known why, but they were pretty tight. And yeah, like you were saying, I do really wish that there were more romance options because I'm in
What,
agreement, and to the folks listening to this, I would have picked Malevola.
yep.
That to be with.
If you're gonna go supervillain girl, you might as well go all the way in.
She's like the perfect balance of dangerous and safe at the same time. Because if this is a girl, man, as cool as she is, she extreme. You have to be able to match that energy like all the time, and that's hard. And it really is. I can see why
Yeah.
like Chase was pissed.
You ask for help, then I can... What now? I make the calls, not you.
Here's some advice. You're right at home behind that desk because you're no hero. You were a nerd playing a video game in a suit your daddy built. Now you're a twitchy little bitch turtle without a shell. A real hero puts their ass on the line. A real hero can't just press a button and make their problems disappear.
The suit isn't what made me a superhero. It was how I did my fucking job that made me Mecha Man. Based on what I saw today, you wouldn't last a day as Mecha Man. Because there isn't a mech suit in the universe that'll keep you from being a selfish fucking asshole.
Feel bad. Good. Fuck you.
Ooh, there she is. Thanks, babes. Sauce it up for me and everything. Think you're looking for these.
Yeah, whereas Malevola is also the kind of person that, truth be told, I would not expect long term with her. She'd be at best like the whole friends with benefits things because she can go wherever or whenever she wants. Hello, she's not from our world, to put it mildly. Heaven knows when she steps through that gate where her home is and how many friends with benefits she might have on that side.
Man,
She came from where, that's all I gotta say. Which also makes me wonder how they're actually controlling her to maintain working with this Super's dispatch network. I mean, it's like, oh, what? Does someone have her true name? Because that's the only thing I can think of to keep her on a short leash.
yeah, because damn, that's not gonna lie, she has a great design. Design wise, I think she's beating a lot of the other characters just like even
I mean,
before the final design was picked.
admittedly, while Blonde Blazer is quite the little bombshell, what disturbed me the most about her is here she dumps Phenomenon Man there, the Omni-Man, might as well call him. And in the same breath, not even a week left over, not even within 3 days, she's mongering on Robert. I found that disturbing.
That was the reason why I didn't pick her on my first playthrough. And for those watching, I made another playthrough, or did another playthrough where I pursued Blonde Blazer, and yeah, she just doesn't get as much screen time as she probably should have gotten. But on Impact,
Yeah, she's a
yeah,
too something. I can't quite put my finger on it. I don't want to use certain words, but the fact that she dumps the dude right there, just I want a clean breakaway kind of deal, then this is what you get for dating in the work pool, so to speak. This is why there's no dipping your pen in the company ink. No.
That's the thing that kind of gets me because with Phenomenal Man, like, yeah, I thought he was a jerk prior to meeting him, and then once you realize that he's an alien, and for those who've reached this point, yeah, a few spoilers ahead after this. If you haven't played the game, play it. But yeah, he's an alien, and I mean, it was fairly obvious and everything, but he just hasn't really acclimated to, you know, human norms and stuff. And Blonde Blazer
Social
doesn't,
climate.
yeah, like, and Blonde Blazer really didn't try to help him. And the thing about it is, it just seems like she moves on pretty quickly, and it's like, she doesn't seem like the type of person that would fight even for a healthy relationship to any real degree. And so I actually felt really bad for Phenomenal Man because, like, damn, he's really bummed out about that. Crashed out on Flambe's car, which I thought was funny. I think that was his car. And
Yes.
yeah, I wasn't expecting that reaction when
Law.
I told him about the kiss and everything. I mean, wasn't expecting him to do that, but I suppose it's better than getting incinerated. But yeah. So my first playthrough, I offered him that job because it just to make him feel better.
It gives him someone like him needs purpose. Otherwise, he's going to wind up, probably slowly sliding toward villaindom or something like that.
Yeah, that was the
Now,
thing.
yeah,
Told the character to get like therapy or something and they'll play through, but
yeah. Now,
yeah.
Invisigirl. I mean, between the two, Invisigirl. Truth be told, still, I am again. If I worked there, I would not date any of them. But on the outside, Invisigirl is just a little high strung for my taste. But we also don't know what her past is. I mean, I get the impression, just because she has superpowers, I imagine she made a shit ton of bad decisions.
Oh yeah.
Because they're dictated by those superpowers.
I mean, just based off powers alone, I mean, I'm guessing she was with the Red Ring and probably, dating Toxic or something. I mean, or one of them or something. I mean, something I heard through the grapevine. But yeah, Invisigirl, and to those watching this, I like it because it's in the game, but in real life, believe me, you would not want to be in that type of thing because that is hell on ice. I mean, imagine going to work, getting cussed out, come home, get cussed out again, punched in the face. No, I'm good. I'm good. But I'm wrong. I mean, there's a girl in her own right. I can see how her and Robert would make a good relationship together because he would have to curb that more messed up or at least like guide it in a better direction.
Be the order in both of their lives, yes.
Yeah, he would essentially be in that position. Even if she matured, she'd still be in that position.
Yeah.
And that was the thing. It's funny because they wrote this so weirdly realistically that I was laughing at certain things because my whole personality when I used to work was definitely like a cross between like Chase and Sonar. I mean, I just didn't really give two shits unless it like has something directly to do with me. And the thing that kind of pissed me off both in game and if it happened IRL is when you first meet Blonde Blazer, like you don't offer somebody a business proposition after doing all of that. That's no. That red flagged me hardcore. I mean, despite the kiss and everything, I was like, okay, I didn't even know that she was gonna offer like Mecha Man a job and everything, and so that kind of took me back a bit. I was like, what the? You go do all that and then go, this was like a business interview? Like, what the hell? Like, so yeah, that already kind of put me in a crap mood. And I tried to let that go, and then she shows up with Phenomenal Man. I'm like, really? You at least have enough decency to break up with the dude you with before you pursue somebody? Damn.
Yeah, she's the kind of girl holding the hands with her boyfriend staring at another guy while thinking of a third. Yeah, no.
Yeah, the crazy part
I
is
just let her go.
that was
Find a
when I
new
dropped.
hobby there.
That was when I dropped it, so I felt like the game kind of pushed you into the Invisible thing because that was when I ended up dropping her on my first playthrough because, like, yeah, she broke up with him that same day, but you could have did that beforehand. Felt a little bit inconsiderate. And for those watching this, I don't care if people get mad at me saying this because I've, seen this, lived through some crap. A person that is willing to cheat with you is willing to cheat on you. And so, yeah,
Yep.
that was the secondary red flag. I mean, for me. So one was the business proposition. Two was her the boyfriend showing up there and like kind of putting me on the spot, damn near. And three was just that, like that combination that, and then you find out she's like the boss. It's like the hell, like it's like I almost thought she was an alien or some shit because it's like who the real alien that like are they both aliens? Like I just kind of because it just seems like I get Flama Man doesn't understand social norms, but it seems like she doesn't understand them either.
Now, speaking of big red flags, Prism. Prism and her inability to put that goddamn phone down. And
Oh
just
man,
her just, yeah, I'm sure she's talented and that, here she's dancing and singing during that brawl and just not letting it cool her vibe. But here she's also filming everything. It's like, yeah, okay, fine. But it's just the whole me attitude. It's just like, yep, you can be a super all you want baby doll, have all the cameras on you. Just, enjoy your cat when you get home.
man, I wanted to she was actually the person that I wanted to cut the most. Funny enough, because her taking a blade from Coupe's like back or something and holding it up to punch up's neck. I was like, oh yeah, we need to cut this. We need to cut this long
No,
because
that's how you get killed, honey.
I mean that was just over the top. That's what made me want to cut her, like from the team, like based purely off of that. Like I could tolerate all the other shit, but like that was I hate that there was an option to cut someone else because when it came time to cut someone off the team, like I kept Sonar fighting up in both playthroughs because I just did not trust the coupe thing. Like he's
Sonar
just
is useful.
he has way more uses than
Because he's a
yeah.
flyer. He's a pretty smart guy. He's also got sonar and bat, the other bat abilities. And not to mention, he can Hulk out. Well, hot damn, he's
It's,
multitasking. Same with Gollum. Gollum might be, a slow whatever and kind of blundering into things, but you need a certain level of tankiness for certain, put that fire up by smothering it with your body. Good man. There you go. Get back home. I'm just wondering how the hell do you take care of a baby kaiju that just,
yeah, that part
yeah.
kind of got me. I mean, he also took care of a giant tiger too, a big tiger or something in one mission. So it's weird how that like he's actually one of the best people to dispatch or one of the best heroes due to the simple fact that he has an ability to where he can like split himself into multiple fill up the slots.
Uh-huh.
So that was a hell of a good ability. Along with
And I'm surprised that no one has caught on that Flambe is a pyromaniac. In addition to being a completely out of control ass wipe.
yeah,
Just being an asshole is one thing, but just if you're setting shit on fire, you're endangering everyone, Clown Boy.
that's why I made him clean up his damn mess when he caught that damn place on fire. Not to mention, I mean, Flambe. I mean, he's a good hero in its own right. For every successful mission, I think
Yeah,
his combat
I
and
mean,
vigor
no
goes
pun
up.
intended. He has firepower to bring to battle.
I mean, he's
He
great.
is
He's a great unit.
Yeah.
For every
Yeah.
successful mission, his combat and I think his mobility goes up by 1. So that can with Supernova maxes out. So all you gotta do is just he's a hell of a unit.
Keep
Go 5 on
keep him
vigor, 5
rolling.
on combat, 5 on mobility. He's good to go. Add him with Prism. I didn't know about the synergies until you told me about that. Um, Golem and Invisigal, Flambe and Prism, Sonar and Malevola, Coupe and Punch Up. I didn't know that they gained synergy when you sent them together. And so in my first playthrough, I had no idea. That was completely blind. A blind playthrough through and through the entire time. So I was like, what the hell? That was cool. But yeah, I thought that was pretty
It
cool. And
is now Punch Up. He's a cool character. He puts me in mind, like I say, of Puck from Alpha Flight. For all you comic book fans out there, Puck was effectively much the same as Punch Up, only even more acrobatic, springier. He was his powers were brought about by exposure to magic, a magic item that he keeps in his body. It's like, pull it out of his chest, like having a blade in your chest kind of deal. Just
Eugene Judd was a 6'6" swashbuckling adventurer until he made a mistake. Hired to procure the legendary mystical Black Blade of Baghdad, he decided to keep it for himself, which inadvertently unleashed the evil spirit Razor. The sorcerer drained his life force, shrinking him to under 4 feet tall. Thinking fast, Judd trapped Razor inside himself, gaining an extended lifespan and strength, but losing height because of reasons. Judd's adventures took him from bullfighting with Hemingway to working at a Canadian orphanage. At some point, he landed in prison. Details are a bit hazy, but his skills caught the eye of James Hudson, aka Guardian. Hudson pulled some strings to spring Judd in exchange for joining Beta Flight, until the government pulled the plug. Back to bouncing he went, until Guardian needed backup against the Great Beast Tundra. Arriving fashionably late, Puck refused to let the team break up again, soon becoming one of the most committed members of Alpha Flight. Short? Yep. Fearless? Absolutely.
in any case, that's why Punch Up, the short guy who, like I say, they should have called him Bag Shot the way he fights, but just the way he strength of 10 men and just being able to clear a bar. Yeah, I can understand between him and Coop, you team them both up, it's just pure mayhem. But Coop is just, she's a mercenary, and she's the ugly side of mercenary. Which means, anyone pays her, she's gonna put a blade in any target at that point. And she was there on Murder 1?
yeah, she has the
That was
worst
one of,
criminal record out of all of them. I mean, what was
and
weird about it is, why is she even
you-
here? That was my first question. Why the hell is she even here? And who allowed it?
yeah, why did she have a bomb implant in her fucking skull? Pardon my French, but someone like that, the moment you lose sight of her, she's skipped a country, and people with those skills, how should we say, rarely go unemployed.
Yeah, that's the scary part. She has a job anywhere. That's why, when I cut her from the team, I know she's probably gonna appear in the later episodes. Like, probably went back and joined the villains again. Probably gonna come back for revenge. So I'm like, ah, crap. So that's gonna be a
But
thing.
in any case, romance-wise, that is absolute danger. She would be one that, no man, no short man. Short king. This queen is all yours. She is all yours.
Oh yeah, I mean, honestly, you remember that one scene? I mean, I'm gonna find it when the Joker says, "I'm crazy enough to take on Batman," but that's my whole mentality when it comes to Coupe. Like, nope.
This should clear up your account.
137 million?
Yes, and if I don't pay up, I'll go to jail for tax evasion. I'm crazy enough to take on Batman, but the IRS, no, thank you.
Yeah.
No,
The
thank
one
you.
opponent Joker won't take on the IRS.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's how I feel about dating Coupe. Like, no, thank you.
Nope.
It's just hell to the nah. It's just couldn't do it. That's why she ranks like dead last in terms of this. Because this video is also a bit of somewhat of a ranking system here. I mean, I put Coupe like dead last in terms of dateability. Punch Up, all yours. Just keep that under control. Like, don't want to mess with that to no degree. Which sucks because Coupe is pretty hot. I mean, I gotta admit, just but the flying in your window and holding a knife to your throat kind of dampens that.
Yeah. Like I say though, I mean, truth be told, yeah, my number one girl would be Malevola. Number two girl, a toss up. I mean, okay, there's part of me that might date Invisigirl, but the other part of me, yeah, it would have to be Invisigirl second. Sorry, maybe Prism third, but only maybe. And yeah, Blonde Blazer. But even the Blonde Blazer, again, I see her as just, if she's dating someone, it's because she wants something.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I do like, her brunette version, Mandy. I do kind of admit, if it was red, it'd be even better. Because
Yeah.
yeah, I'm more. I don't like the
Date
way she's red.
son.
Yeah, I mean, everyone, has their likes and stuff. But if I had to kind of rank it, I mean, let's see, I'd put it's a hard one, like because Malevola, I definitely think. Yeah, I think she just reached number one because the thing with her, like, if you manage to like bag that long term or even just friend wise, you don't necessarily have to worry about getting screwed. And so for me, it's almost like a neck to neck between her and Blonde Blazer. And so I'm watching this. Yeah, I know. I'm not. I know about the beef thing between Blonde Blazer and Visigogirl. People fighting over it. I could say this in a game sense. I would put Invisible as a strong second, but she would still tie in kind of with Blonde Blazer. Due to the simple fact that Blonde Blazer will plan and get stuff done. Invisible is kind of spontaneous, so it really just depends on what you can deal with. And I think you have to be able to match that energy. One is strung out, the other one's a bit passive. Both the aggression's still there though. So like who knows?
Mhm.
So there's things that I like about both of them. I like Invisigirl's directness. I appreciate that.
Yep.
You can joke with her. I like her directness. I like the jokes. I like the energy that it brings with it. But it's kind of like dealing with fire. You gotta be careful when you deal with fire because fire can burn you up. And with Blonde Blazer, I think the reason that she's just easy on the eyes and everything in terms of like personality and stuff is because it's either like you want to swim in a pool or swim in a tidal wave. It's like who knows? Like this, they're so different from one another, and I don't know if they're sisters. I don't know what's up with that, but they clearly, were either roommates or something. And so, yeah, they're kind of tied for second. But I still would put and Malevola. I hate that there isn't a romance option to go after Malevola. I would have gone after her first.
The way she's flirting, e.
So yeah, that bummed me out, and so yeah, Malevola would be number one for me too, with Invisible and Blonde Blazer kind of be a neck and neck, and then just after that, yeah, Prism would be a third. The thing with Prism is I think Prism is her design is nice. She's that's salvageable in comparison to Coupe. Like I would pick Prism any day of the week over Coupe because Prism is not stupidly dangerous in comparison to Coupe. Coupe is just dead last just because of personality alone. Like even if you remove her dangerous weaponry, like she just seemed like she gonna like spike your drink or some shit. I don't know. She seemed dangerous. She just seemed dangerous. Like, oh, like just that's
Mhm.
the whole thing why she reached like bottom tier for me on that. And so yeah. So the folks watching, I couldn't decide who I was gonna put in second. Like Visitor Blob Blazer. It was hard. First I leaned to Visitor, then I want to lead Blob Blazer, but I have to play 7 and 8 before I can make a true final verdict on that. I got 2 playthroughs and we're gonna see how it goes. I mean, if Blonde Blazer really is legit and she's actually trying to help, then that'll definitely put her a point over. But if like it just depends on who was actually like the mole, I guess. Because I know that there's definitely a rat in the team or a rat in the whole program
Someone
because
smart like Shroud, someone smart like Shroud would have his foot in the door, so to speak. He'd have his ears and eyes and computer viruses in their system fully listening to what the hell is going on. You just don't let your enemy, if you have the means to listen in on your enemies, you listen in on your enemies. That's how it works. It just, you know what I'm saying.
yeah, because it wouldn't surprise me if you wiretap Robert's computer. I don't know why nobody thought of that. Nobody mentioned that, and I was going through the comments section like, how does he know? That's probably how he knows. Somebody probably hacked the computer. I would have been getting
And the
Sonar to
fact
go,
that,
hey Sonar, check this out or something. Or that one guy that could hear the other guy.
consider that they start, okay, in their computers, they start looking at power flares, explosions, okay. And they start putting 2 and 2 together. And if I'm just, doing the keystroke special on their computer systems, and being the bad boy bad guy that I am, wait, they're looking at this and they're getting a power flare there. Well, obviously they're going to be hitting that place soon, and so that would explain why all the bad guys were crawling all over the target when the shit hits the fan in the very end of number 6. Which of course brings us to the choice made by a certain speedster.
Yeah, that
Now,
was.
yeah, they are going to put his death firmly at Invisigirl's door. Regardless of what choices were made, it's going to happen. And they're going to take out their anger on her, which is your standard BS. I mean, think about it. It's going to be a case of, did he have to go? No, he didn't. Of course, she would have been, choked to death because, she has the inhaler. But yeah, she's also a smoker, which makes me want to just smack the back of her head with a brick. That's a that's a different thing. But my thing is, was it any use of his power? X power was going to kill him? Because it's like, okay, if I have access to the full Flash Force power, do I have to turn the dial all the way to the right? Can I, like, instead of going like sub-light speeds, can I go like, I don't know, 400 or 500 miles an hour and like not die when I save her?
That's what I was kind of wondering. Did he really have to go that fast? I mean, could he have like? Did it have to be a run? Could it have been like a jog while resting on the? I don't know. I think it was a pretty crappy trade-off. It made me sad, and this is after she punched him. I mean, I'm still mad at her for that. I don't know how she's gonna redeem herself. I think the whole trade-off was. I don't think he deserved that. I don't think Checkstar deserved that kind of. I mean, I get that he went out on his own terms. I get that, but I think he deserves so much better. So much better. That just felt dirty. That just felt like damn. After all that shit, and then it's just then that shit happens, and so I'm like, what the hell? And yeah, she's gonna be blamed for that regardless. I mean, too
Mm-hmm.
impulsive. What pissed me off about it is like I would have at least sent Malevola sent anybody else. She shouldn't have went alone. That's the big thing about it. If Invisigirl was like actually thinking, she could have went with Malevola. Hell, she could have even taken a sonar with her. Maybe even like anybody. Better would have been better than going alone. But I get it's the story. But it makes sense that his computer was probably hacked too, because Robert's not the only one in town that knows how to hack. I mean, Sonar knows how to hack, so I'm guessing that Shroud knows how to hack too. But Shroud hasn't displayed any
Considering,
powers.
yeah. Thanks for hacking the safe. Yeah, but I wasn't done. Yeah, there you go. Admittedly, and she has it in her hands. I'm just wondering if she just slipped it in her pocket, and just, what did she put it back in the case, or did she slip the MacGuffin in her pocket and just pretend, oh, the case, huh? He's got the case. I mean, because if he made off with the little doodad, then that Shroud is going to come down extra hard on everyone involved.
Oh
It
yeah,
is what it is.
It's probably gonna ramp up his attacks. I mean, and speaking of which, I don't think Shroud has powers at all. I mean, he hasn't displayed any of them. He's shown being a I
He
guess a
seems
gear.
a mad scientist type.
Yeah, he kind of gives me off Victor Von Doom, kind of like he gives like a Doom kind of vibe almost. I don't know why I immediately thought of Doom.
Yeah, he has the look of Doom with the hood. That's the thing.
It's, yeah, but I definitely have a working theory I want to throw out there. Due to the writing and how often Robert's dad is mentioned, it would not surprise me if Shroud was Robert's dad for a series of reasons, really. One, the dude was an abusive a-hole. I mean, it seemed like Chase was the only one that gave a crap about Robert, even as a kid, at least enough to save him. And Robert's dad kind of seems like the type of dude that, oh, you guys don't want me to be a hero no more, because he had a falling out with Shroud on the original team. And he strikes me as the type of dude that would go, okay, I can't be a hero no more. Screw it, I'll be a villain, and then still run the show.
Yeah.
And not to mention, he also knew how much shield. He knew a lot about Mecha Man's suit, precisely how much shield energy it had, its weakness, and then there's that
Yes.
eye that's blue, like his cybernetic eye and everything. It wouldn't surprise me if Robert's dad faked his death in order to do that, because you hear about his dad all the time, so it wouldn't surprise me if they go the route of making the final villain his dad, because even Chase asked some, are you comfortable, like if it comes time to take out Shroud, what are you gonna do? There's an option to say you don't know, or take him out, or heroes don't kill people, etc. I
It's
think
like, yeah.
Chase might have known. He might actually know who Shroud is. Maybe he hid it from Robert to spare his feelings. Like, I don't know. He might actually know who it is. I mean, that's well, either or he took it to the grave with him, but there's a lot of ongoing theories about it. And then there's that theory of who put the bomb on the mecha suit. Could have been Invisigirl, could have been Blonde Blazer. I mean, I know definitely it was probably somebody, probably somebody on the Z team or in that building. There's no way that.
Fast, because during that whole combat sequence, bodies are flying around him. So, the thing is, it was at some point during that combat that little toy got claymored onto his back, just or just slap charge, and put it there for the just in case, he doesn't want to listen to reason. I have to drop the hammer on him. And oh, look, I have to drop the hammer on him when he escapes. Boom. But yeah, he had way too much knowledge about the suit and its functionalities.
Not to mention when Robert was out for months, as the reporter said, they could have taken him out at any point in time. That's another leading theory that makes me believe it was probably his dad. I think his dad just wanted the pulse because it's the one thing he can't recreate. If anything, Eli was probably the one that made it, or somebody else made it. His dad didn't make it. So He probably just wanted the damn pulse or the suit or whatever, and so it makes sense that why he wouldn't go after him while he's out of commission. I mean, he doesn't care about Robert, but he also don't want to take him out either. So I think that might have been what the issue was, and that
And
reporter is
considering,
suspicious as well.
and I just considered him your standard, shit stirring troll. It just you have people like that who will just ask the asshole questions to get, oh, there it is, he's squirting it here. Oh, we could, oh, I get more money and more. No, no, no. When one of the options is go down there and curb stomp his ass, yeah, I'd have done that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I
Am
picked
I the
that
bigger
option.
person? Oh, sorry. Buddha is enlightened. Sadly, I'm not Buddha.
Yeah, that was the option I picked. I mean, I'm so sick of people, walking around going like, "Well, I got free speech." Yeah, you also got the ability to get flipped off too. Just
Yeah, you
hell.
have also the ability of consequences.
I mean, this because that question was so uncalled for, and even Mecha Man was like, "That's not a question." Don't you think your dad and your grandfather would be rolling over in their graves? I'm like, what the hell? I mean, I went over there and he ended up kicking him due to the simple
Uh-huh.
fact that
Headbutting and kicking him while he's down, and just the crowd cheering him on. So there you go. After 3 or 4 minutes when no one's helping me, yeah, it only took you, what, 3 or 4 minutes of beating? Apparently you still didn't learn.
he's being like disappointed and everything, and there's people that try to do shit like that too. I mean, that was like the probably most realistic part about it, because there's people who act like I hate using the word gaslight because it's way more insidious than just somebody doing that. Like that, it's just blatantly disrespectful.
These are people who've never been punched in the face before for flapping their gobs. I remember when I was a mouthy high school student back in my day, yes, back in my day, the days of dodgeball and, doing, settling things up in like either recess or out in the parking lot after high school, yeah, that's where you settle things. You flapped your gob, you got your face punched. And yeah, I won't lie. I had my face punched more than a few times. I own up to it. Yep, that was my mouth flapping that got my ass beat.
Yeah, I
Sadly,
mean,
uh, Mr. Mr. Jerkwad, the guy got himself, beat as a result of flapping his lips.
not to mention you gotta remember guys like us were kind of built different. Like I noticed that as I gotten like older, we're just kind of like built different. I mean, you win some, you lose some. A lot of people don't want to take a L anymore. I can tell you a time. I think I might have told you this time me and a few friends were at Denny's. It was me and there's this friend of mine named Brandon, another one named John, and they invite this girl named Katie, and we were playing I think D&D or something, and she said, "Oh, can I join?" Like, never mind the fact she already had like her stuff and stuff. I'm like, sure, the more the merrier. She's like, "Oh, I wasn't talking to you." I'm like, okay, well, there's three of us, and what you want like a vote or something? And she just kept going after me and trying to call me annoying. I'm like, you take a walk or something while we're here. That's the one thing. I mean, like, I'll be respectful to people, but if someone's disrespectful for me, I'm not gonna do that whole thing where I put on airs. I told her to go eat something, go take a walk, and think I was mad because none of the other two Brandon didn't correct the behavior. I mean, I don't know whether together or what. And so, if anything, that reflected poorly on him. Said, have a good one. I ain't talked to that dude in almost 10 years. So, yes, people being like that can cost you friendships. It can cost you money. Something to consider. I mean, back then there was more harsher consequence for, you know, even the people that let it slide. And so, I was always taught, get in somebody's face, be ready to fight. If you're not about it, then you're not
Mm-hmm.
about it. I mean, just
And again, here the guy, Yeah. Some people would argue he should have just walked off, and yeah, that was an option. But they would have wrote they'd just wrote shit anyway about him because good news and good attitude doesn't sell papers. Let's face it. So as
Well,
a result,
yeah, a lot of people
that
are attracted to the
that would
negativity
have
of stuff.
actually like to have seen a jerkwad get his ass beat.
Probably why I feel so good, like even in like a video game form, because there's a lot of people that they love doing that. And never mind the fact, yeah, that chick was like high pitched voice and smiling at me while doing that. By the way, and to this day, that shit annoys me. It just really annoys me. Just if somebody gonna say something, say it with your chest, stand on it, be about it. And so I just got up. One disrespectful action led to another. I got up, realized the other two dudes weren't gonna correct behavior. I paid for everybody's meal. Told the waitress, "Hey, so and so's having a birthday over there. Make sure you get 4 people and clap as loud as possible and light the pancake with a little thing up there." Like, I mean, I understand that's a petty thing to do. It was years ago, but that's how I handled it. I paid for the food, refused to talk to those other like 2 guys, and I hadn't talked to them in like 10 years. Refused to even do any kind of business with them either. I mean, it's just whatever was gonna transpire from that, that's over. So yeah, that report did piss me off. I mean, you're gonna ask a question, just ask the question, be done with it. Just so yeah, that was that. I mean, there's a lot of lore and a lot of realism written into this story, and I just never thought that I would enjoy a story about a guy dispatching heroes. I would have never thought of something like that.
It's surprise.
I mean, it's interesting and yeah, and I like the fact that it makes fun of certain things. Is nowadays, yeah, a lot of people a-holes. I even run into guys trying to pull off that stuff I was talking about, and it's easy to correct when it's like it's like another guy or something, but because yeah, I mean, I don't even care who it is. I mean, somebody say something back, I mean, you got roid, as Royd would say, but. That whole conversation, I think back to a dude started a conversation in a damn bathroom. I'm like, okay, you couldn't have done that before I got up in here, just a little bit.
Yeah, it's awkward.
You're gonna ask me, you're gonna have like an existential crisis about being natty. Oh, they think Roy and I natty. I'm like, don't even matter. I mean, honestly, shit, does it matter? I wish that was an option. Does it really matter at the end of the day? I mean, he clearly self-conscious about it. Like, fuck.
Ugh.
But yeah, they got an interesting, very interesting cast that I have to respect. And I mean, I like Chase's personality, very eerily similar to my own. I mean, I like he just say it how it is. He don't give a shit if you're stronger than him or more well known or whatever. He'll just he'll say it to your face. I respect that. I wish more of that was like in real life, because like that dude doesn't run around, like he just says it point blank how it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't like the village girl punched him for it. I mean, she essentially punched an old man. That was kind of like, I didn't like that, like at all. I was trying to de-escalate that. I didn't know she was gonna even. If I'd known it was gonna lead to that, I'd have been like more harsh about it. Yeah, she punched him and then he saved her. And yeah, I hope she
Yeah,
does
it's
feel
good
bad about that.
to be jumping into her shit because what did everyone remember last from the party? Bad blood between those two. Prior to, depending on what you chose, prior to Robert getting his teeth loosened by a flambe at the door.
I'm not gonna lie, that punch to the face and the lamp. I don't know why the hell they brought a lamp, or like that. That was just funny, just a weird thing to do. But yeah, Flammy just like open the door, like punches him. Like, wow, it's kind of a bro
I
thing
mean,
to do.
just want to finally get over my anger. Here's your lamp. You have a sucky apartment. Wow, Captain Petty has struck again.
This girl.
Yeah, so I might have to do that once a month or so as a release of my hatred for you. But perhaps with some time, you'll be less of a bitch to me. Yeah, we'll see.
You know, weirdly, that reminds me of like my friend I told you about many years ago. He would do weird shit like that. He just liked to fight. Like, damn, just like, yep, here's your fucking lamp. You know, your apartment sucks. You know, like hell, I have to do that monthly. Let go of my anger. He'd be angry at you and still got your back. It's- You gotta appreciate people like that. They'd be angry as hell and still like you.
Your ass. If he saves your ass, he's never ever going to fucking forget that. Ever.
Oh yeah, he's gonna take that with him.
If you save his ass, it's going to be a slow burn for him.
Yeah, people like that they mad if you save them, mad if they gotta save you. So it's like either or, you know, they gonna vent that one wheel. But yeah, the reason I told them I was Mecha Man because one, they're gonna probably find out anyway, and two, you know, happy that you know,
They get it out of the way.
just get it out of the way. It's better to find out directly. Like in my opinion, it's always better to find out directly from the source than have to find out from everybody else. I'd rather just rip that band-aid off, and apparently it's different. If Gollum saves you, if like well, Gollum saves you anyway, but yeah, Waterboy helps. Yeah, Waterboy helps. Backs you up by putting out the fire. Gollum saves you and the Waterboy helps, which is cool. I don't know, I like I like the underdog. You know, Waterboy is even though his power is kind of damn disgusting, I mean, I kind of like the fact that there's an underdog in there. He just needs more confidence. But yeah, all of the characters are unique and interesting to me. It's very rare that I see something that has a very interesting cast like this, and so I'm very
I will
impressed by
say,
it.
yeah, it is. It has been very well written. But I am seeing the standard tropes.
Yeah.
Even if they boot her ass out, it's going to be there's going to be so much bad blood no matter what path you choose. And you're right that if she has pocketed the MacGuffin, Shroud and his boys are going to go on an all-out buck wild rampage.
Yeah, it's
and they're going to need every man jack out there.
It's just gonna ramp up their crimes. They're gonna ramp up the bad crap that they're already doing. So they're essentially gonna crash out for the most part once he finds out he doesn't have it. 'Cause I think she did pocket it. So yeah, they're gonna freaking crash out. And yeah, that's my working theory on that. And yeah,
he's going to break his MacGuffin as many asses as necessary until he gets the MacGuffin back.
Yeah, not to mention, you know, there's a girl like Chase getting taken out behind that is like I know it destroyed morale. I mean, probably. I mean, honestly, if I was on this team, even knowing the context, that probably make me want to quit. Be like, yeah, you know, I'm not working with this person. I'm quitting, regardless of the outcome, just because it's the impulsiveness of it all. So yeah, that's definitely gonna add some story element there. But yeah, I like a lot of the characters. So it's like I want to hate Sonar, but Sonar weirdly kind of reminds me of my own personality a little bit. Like I'm pretty chill with most people, but then the chase comes out when somebody pisses me off, and I will say it usually to their face. People have known me for years know I don't really like care if something needs to be said. I'll freaking say it and I'll stand on it. Like
yeah, and there's the fact
cancellation
that
be damned.
Sonar figured out that Flambe is the firebug. Did you catch the between them? And it's like, hey, we have an opportunity to make some money with some insurance games here. You up for it there, Flambe? Because I have to think about it.
Yeah, because Sonar all about the business. So Sonar really is all about the business, and I weirdly appreciate it, and just his need to say sorry all the time. That was a big thing for me when I was like younger and everything. Like,
So, I'm sure you know why you're here.
Nah, not at all, man. No clue. What's up? What's going on, Robbie?
You, well, I'm cutting you.
What? No. What? Invisigal's. So she should be getting cut. She's on the bottom.
Not anymore, actually. Her last dispatch put her above you.
Hey! They're gonna call security!
This isn't over.
It actually is. Sorry it didn't work out.
Watch your back, Robert.
Why is this? What? Did you?
No. You must have just locked it.
Sorry, force of...
Fuck you!
You accessorizing?
You could call it that.
Did he try to choke you with that or something?
No, he just left it.
You're lucky he just stopped at the tie. Hey, check it out. I've been doing some accessorizing myself.
the way he started out some crap I do, like you're not gonna mess up your door, but I'm still gonna flip you off on the way out the door. Like, I'm gonna be respectful, and I'm still mad at you. Yeah, he's at least professional about it at the very least, and it's definitely I enjoy. He's one of my most sent characters, along with Waterboy for the most part. I hate that I really I know it's not he's probably not gonna be alive, but I really hope that Chase is still alive. It's like, damn, that I want
Yeah,
him to have a happy ending.
they ended him on the upswing. He died the way he wanted to. I mean, let's face it, one way or another, he's bleed in hand, so to speak.
Wasn't he smiling while he was running a little bit?
Yes, he was. So, yes, he met his end with a smile. Winked to death, and said, all right, we can do this. I'll let you have your grand hurrah. But again, yeah, there's gonna be so much fallout from this. Can't wait to see the next chapters.
Same. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like I was not expecting him to bolt off like that. I definitely wanted to cry. Like that shit really got me in the feels. Like it really did. I was not expecting him to do that, like at all.
Yeah, but when I was watching, it's like, yeah, he was smiling. He never smiled while he was at work. But here he was smiling the last hurrah. It's like, I am a hero, and I'm gonna go out a fucking hero. I'm not gonna go out an old man with diapers in an old folks' home. And it's like, no, he said, these are my cards, and this is how I'm playing them. And there's like, there you go, bada bing.
Yeah, I respect that. I mean, so it was pretty cool. That's a good take on a speedster. You have to admit that is a well-written speedster. I can't deny that. I can't deny that at all. I mean, my only My only gripe about the game is the fact that some of the characters, I mean, I get they were trying to give them drawbacks. Some of the characters could have been a little better, I mean, very least.
Yeah.
In terms of, I didn't understand some of the drawbacks. I don't even know what Royd's power is, if he has one at all. Being big, I don't know. Super strength.
Maybe
Super.
even being a big smart dude. I mean, here he's putting the armor back together. That takes some brain power right there. So he might be like, maybe not necessarily super strong, but a big smart motherfucker. Just, again, pardon my French, it's just, I can easily see him being a jack of all trades, so to speak.
Yeah, he could potentially be dangerous. I mean, if he had his own damn mecha suit, he'd be like extremely dangerous at that point. But
yeah,
or something similar. Probably the guy that makes weapons and stuff, if give him time. But
yeah.
Speaking of which, you know what I found funny about Dispatch? You know the side character villains with no name? They actually looked badass. Despite the fact I don't know what the hell they do. The Red Ring? Some of them look pretty badass. I didn't even know, like, those designs. Like, I haven't seen stuff like that in a while. I mean, I think the worst design one though was, I don't know where they were going with the guy with the little arms. I don't know what that was all about. Maybe like the noodle arms in the bar fight.
Yeah, the one they here, you want to hear a chicken bone snap? Yeah.
That was an awesome bar fight, I will admit, and probably one of the best scenes in the game.
He was
Easily.
biting off chunks of people and tearing out like audio implants out of people's skulls and stuff. I mean, Robert has to be one cold MF to do some of the moves he was doing. I mean, there's swinging the thin end of a pool cue at someone, or throwing bottles at someone, and then there's tearing chunks off of people. Now, admittedly, we're in a super bar. That means a certain level of just ultra violence at that point is going to be, par for the course. But all the same, damn. The fact that Sonar was in the bathroom basically doing some lines. Because when he got all hulked up, he has, that ain't powdered sugar on his nose, let's just say. That boy ain't feeling nothing.
I saw the bar fight from with Coupe on the team, and it made me even happier that I cut her, because she when Sonar saves you, I think that's like it. But when Coupe saves you, she throws up on you. So okay, I'm happy I avoided that second one.
Filthy, filthy, filthy.
But that bar fight was done in such a badass way. Easily one of the best scenes in the game. Like that was peak for me. That is how a bar fight should be. That was peak. Like just
it should sound like the song Ace of Spades by Motorhead. It should look like that song sounds. Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, I mean they had a lot of good scenes. I mean, that bar fight did it for me. That's what had me like sold and like, yeah, this was a fun game, because they go to the bar fight and then later they eat 3 a.m. tacos and stuff. Like whoever wrote this really they knew what they were doing, because back in the day it was a lot like that. I mean, it was, you played video games, you went to Pizza Hut, especially had like a 90s vibe to it, and that's why I really appreciate
Jenny,
it.
like IHOP, something like that. Drunk food. You stumble in, give me something greasy to just kind of, something cheap to just swab it all down, absorb some of the alcohol, get it out. Or if I have to throw up, it's cheap to buy and easy to get out of my body afterwards.
Man, I remember days, some of the little parties and stuff, getting tons of fries. I mean, before the whole thing, because I know a lot of people like to go to what was it, like White Castle or something. We never really had that thing where, hey, let's go to White Castle. And so when I saw that Harold and Kumar movie, I was like, okay, somebody either tripping or this is new to me, because that wasn't a thing. Like, I'm not even sure we had one of those. Like, it was either you were either going to Baker's or going to the taco. So I thought that was I don't know, that was the one thing that kind of took me out of that a little bit. But yeah, and I might make a I make a video about that alone, and like someday in itself. Like, I went to White Castle once, and yeah, I didn't see the hype. I didn't see the hype. People can get at me for that, but I'd much rather gone to Taco Bell or something. But
yeah,
more filling if you get like a bean and cheese burrito or something. It didn't do nothing for me. Then again, if you're
same with
starving, like,
Five Guys. Same with Five Guys.
yeah,
Don't
yeah, I've been there.
it's
Like,
it's more you're paying more for the name than the actual stuff. It is what it is.
yeah, I just think it's funny. Like, we have like lived experience, and you see something like written, you're like, the one who wrote this doesn't know what that's like. You can kind of point it out, but with Dispatch, it was written by someone that knows. They either lived it, or they know, or they
Or
understand.
they've had family members that when my brother was in like the Navy, and he'd come home and he'd tell these stories, and I knew every time it's this one time when I was drunk, and here we go. It's like, yep, the dark web of reality. One time when we were drunk. Yeah.
Man, one thing I laugh about is like that a lot of people never know how big those Pizza Hut pizzas used to be in the 90s. Like, they used to be huge. The portions.
Mm-hmm.
One large pizza was enough to feed damn near 4 or 5 people at one point.
There's no question that it was large.
Like, you knew it was large. Large became a medium. Medium became a small, and small is like non-existent.
Yeah.
So it's like size
No,
of
9 inches across. Wait, 9 inches across was a small one. Shh, take him out. Someone over there is spotting the truth. Please remove them from the facility.
oh, like, it's funny how both of us are old enough to remember when they used to put like PlayStation, like there used to be Pizza Hut ads on PlayStation demos. Like, whenever we got like a demo disc, there were Pizza Hut ads in PlayStation 1 games, whether it be a demo or like a freaking sample. Like, Pizza Hut was like everywhere at one point. I just thought that was funny. Like, when I got Final Fantasy VII demo, there was a Pizza Hut thing on there, and I was like, what the hell? It was a whole. It had Spyro and Final Fantasy VII, and I think Tomb Raider and a bunch of. Either way, folks, I'm just rambling, but yeah, basically what I'm saying, the writers of Dispatch, they knew what they were doing. Speaking of which,
Looking forward to the next one, that is for certain. Answer our questions. Who can be trusted? Who can't? Sorry, I still don't trust Blaze, and not to mention her powers come from an external source. And again, that just kind of makes me wonder. I'm just wondering if she's compromised in some shape, way, or form. Oh well.
what's your working
We'll
theory
find
on
out.
all of this? Who Shroud is, and I mean, I hope we get a season 2. There's so much lore in this. Hope we get season 2. What's your
I
theory
would be
on?
surprised if Shroud and Blaze were related in some shape, way, or form. The same blue eyes, same brown hair. That don't mean nothing, but all the same. Here, his stuff worked here he's working on technology that, gives normals powers, but when, you put it on a super, it makes him even more so. Was she a guinea pig? Was she in on this shit? Who knows? More questions, for the peanut gallery here. Coupe, joke character. I mean, just sort of one-dimensional in my opinion. Ooh, she throws knives in some martial arts action. Malevola, okay, yeah, big demon chick with a sword, but hey, she can teleport, she's got prehensile tail, and she's strong as hell, Gollum, enough said, he's a tank. Punch Up, okay, we still need a smaller tank, but more human-shaped at this point. Invisigirl, useful in the spy aspect, and B&E girl. I mean, okay, whatever. Prism. Ranged combat and tomfoolery for her, but again, much like Flambe, they're just they work well together because really, in my humble opinion, they're the same cloth. Yeah, I mean, sorry, but Robert got handed a whole basket of rotten eggs, as far as I'm concerned. And at least Phenomenon Man can be medicated to be less depressed, but all the same, just dumbass. You broke his heart, and you. That's I just have I'm irked with that, and we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a working theory. I mean, who knows, like how deep the rabbit hole goes and how deeply involved they were. I mean, I
More
could,
moles in the organization. That's all I got to say.
yeah, and I could be wrong about Shroud, but that's the only working theory I have. I mean, maybe they won't go that direction with it, but it appears like the writing was set up for that. And I could be wrong. I mean, I think it's Robert's dad. I don't know who else it could be. Possibly could be Eli, but I thought they're like he's either like been slain or arrested or something. Maybe he broke out. I mean, they didn't really go into deep detail, so I mean, it could be the original Shroud, but if not, man, I don't know. Like it'd be, it'd be really funny though. Like I know they're probably not gonna take this direction, but something that could be really funny to me is if let's say, you know, they find out that Shroud was could you imagine how jacked up a Shroud was like secretly punch up or something?
No, you
That
don't see them together. That's for certain.
I
Why is he
mean,
wearing stilts? Yeah. What the hell is that?
that would
Yeah.
be such a that would make me laugh. I mean, it'd be unpredictable if it was someone that we already encountered, like that or like Waterboy or something like that. It'd just be funny if it turned out to be someone on the actual Z team. I wouldn't even know how I'd react to it. It'd be too
That would be
funny.
an absolutely mind-blowing bit of mayhem right there. But it
It
would
would
be
de
funny. You're right. Would be funny.
it would definitely be unexpected. I don't think anybody would be able to predict that. Yeah, I got tired of punching sacks, and now I punch down. I punch down at the world.
Behold, my giant fists, now mechanical. Wait a minute. This is gonna hurt.
Oh man, that'd be too crazy. But yeah, that party was too much of a. The thing that I do somewhat fault on is that party was too much of a coincidence. Like that, it just so happened to be happening while all the other stuff was happening. I don't even know who planned it. Did Blonde Blazer plan that party? I don't even know
I
who.
don't know. Don't know. It's a damn fine question. One that sadly I have no answer for at the moment. I'd have to look back into it, but Let me think here.
And these discussions, folks, are generally long discussions because, well, a lot to say, really. I thought it was pretty cool. We haven't enjoyed a game this long in a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty happy about that.
It was Vizzy. That's who it was. It was like a housewarming party.
Oh, Busy did this.
He wanted to hang with him and just, originally it was just, a couple people showing up as a joke, to cheer him up and whatnot. Because it was shortly after his suit went kaflooey. And because, he'd just come out of the hospital, all herdified. So, yeah. Lovely.
I think it's funny everyone brought like a lamp. Could have brought anything, just brought a lamp. Yeah. What was it called? Malevola brought a damn chandelier or something.
Yeah, she did.
I thought that was just such a funny thing to bring.
Jesus, yeah.
Visigon made that suggestion. She said they should bring a lamp or something, so he just took her literally. That's one time when like someone taking something literally like turns out like just a few times, but yeah, well that turns out to be pretty funny. Yeah, I think it's symbolic to show that he's not alone anymore, which is cool. You know, it's not just he's not just a light by himself. He has other people, and so it's I
Any
like this.
party when there's alcohol involved, it's bound to go south at some point.
Yeah, so I definitely like this whole redemption arc thing. I mean, it's a story about like I guess redemption and hope, and when I like it, I really do. I think it's really grand, cool, and I can't wait to play more of it. I think new episodes coming out tomorrow, so whenever I'm able to get this up and running, folks, just know that this was done before 7 and 8 came out, so I wanted to try to get on this and hopefully upload that live of it. And it's been exciting. I've been really excited to play this. I haven't had this much excitement since Wolf Among Us, and we need a Wolf Among Us too. I'm still holding out hope for that. I don't know why, but I'm still hoping we get one. I just want it to be. I just want the series to be done for my own security at that point, because it was a great comic, by the way. The Fables. I love their take on that. I like the take on the Fables. It was good, but yeah, I better stop this. Let's lead into another review. But yeah, folks, I think this all I really have to say about Dispatch 2025. I strongly recommend buying it. I give it.
Definitely worth a play. Definitely.
Yeah, I don't regret buying it. I definitely give it a I give it a 5 out of 5. I mean, definitely there's some things about it, but hopefully it'll all make sense in the end. If I change that, I'll let everybody know. But I've been really enjoying it. So thanks for showing me that, Craig. And yeah, I'm pretty picky about my videos and let's plays and stuff, folks. I could be doing a back-to-back on a lot of games and a lot of different stuff, but I like to make every video meaningful. It doesn't matter whether one person or 1 million people are watching. I want the content to be meaningful no matter what, and that's the way I'm always gonna be.
Yeah, and I know it's a standard thing, but this one interested in that one, but again, as cute as some of those super dolls were, just if I gotta work with them, you don't date at the workplace, because when things inevitably go south, things go bad with Coupe, or you know, or you want to be destroyed on social media, Prism, yeah, she'll fucking destroy you.
You know, the funniest thing is I looked at the achievements on Steam, and apparently there's one where it's like kept it professional. So I think there's an achievement for not pursuing a romance.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, keep it in your pants, people. The workplace is not the dating grounds. No.
Yeah, you gotta be careful, folks. We just can't be going around doing stuff like that. But it's cool.
How you
It's cool to play a game from the point of view or perspective of someone given dispatch. I honestly would have never thought of such a thing. At that alone is creative. You gotta admit, that's definitely creative. But yeah. So folks, I think we've definitely did a deep analysis and kind of knocked this out as much as we could, and I'm happy to to been able to done this with you and everything. It's been
so
cool.
deep as we're gonna do stuff. I mean, come on. It's an online book. Really, you're not doing a whole lot other than just sending other people to do your work for you. Until you get your own suit back online and get to duke it out. I mean, really, you're just the person literally behind a computer screen.
Yeah, that's still my only downside to it. I hope that there's a season 2 they allow us to move around more, like, Wolf Among Us or any of the other games. It'd been nice to have it that way, and I guess I can almost remove Star for that, but it's just, yeah, that's the only thing that was missing. Story-wise, written great and everything. But yeah, I want to do more than just like dispatch heroes. So hopefully, if he gets his pulse back, we'll get to actually do more, and that'll be, that'd be great, because I don't want to play the last 2 episodes just behind the desk. Man behind the desk achievement, but yeah, I hope they fix that, because it'll suck if that was the whole game. I want to do more. And yeah, so hopefully, if my theory, whether it's right or wrong, either or, just throwing it out there. Now you guys know our thoughts on it. I'd like to thank everyone that's watched this video. Thanks for being here. Craig, thank you for being here. And I can't really think of anything else left to say about the game. I think we really, tackled every character in there. So yeah.
Yep.
This has been a discussion about Dispatch 2025 by Craig and Cosmic Kitsuname. Thanks for coming, man. Any last words you'd like to give the audience?
Nope, not at the moment. Have to see if we were right or wrong when it all hits the fan anyway. Which inevitably it does.
Yeah, same, folks. Thanks for watching, everyone, and peace out.
Say me the ace of spades, the ace of spades. You know I'm going to lose, and gambling's for fools, but that's the way I like it, baby. I don't want to live forever. And don't forget the Joker.